So we got the New York Knicks.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
And as the Rookie of the Year race is getting clearer, these young men are standing out as the cream of the freshman crop. And you know what? The talent they have undeniable. The more they've gotten used to man life in the NBA, the better they've gotten.
Well, let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Bam Adebayo is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's MP in at the one spot. And for New York, they've got Williams. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the two. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. You know, BA, you just gotta push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
And so here is Toronto. The Knicks making their last shot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Over to the wing. Williams is screen on Ingram. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Long effort that time, producing the best move possible.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to MP. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
With the fluid shooting motion of Ingram, makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
And here's Brunson. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Williams' shot is good.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, getting 3 straight shots to start the game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with the head coach for the Knicks. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, we'll try to make things hurt on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute. Back to you, Ian.
Thank you for that, Alex.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That one drops for him.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Outside Brunson. And Williams punches it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Adebayo passes to MP. And here's Ingram from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brunson passes to Williams. Now here's Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Pass to Anunoby. From downtown. Bridges misses. Raptors trail by 3. MP, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
And that misses. That one put him up. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. The last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor. Yeah, that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's MP. After the basket by New York on the other end. Outside Ingram. Three-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brunson. Shot from 16. Good on the jump shot. Brunson's got his 2nd basket on the night.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
It's Barrett on the wing. Three-pointer. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Brunson passes to Towns. From outside, off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a look.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters. He is delivering a lot of room for his teams tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now MP. Coming off a 37-point game against San Antonio.
And you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Now here's MP. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Love the determination. MP comes right at you.
Knicks trail by 3. Right wing. Back to Anunoby. And he takes a fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early. And this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 6. Barrett passes to Barnes. Off target from 3-point range.
Defense may have given him that. Based on the result, you see why.
Here's Brunson. Good efficiency. He's great 4 out of 5.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets. And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Outside Ingram. Here's the 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 7 tonight. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brunson. Kobe for 3. Rebound Toronto.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them. And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Ingram. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. MP with it. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now here's Brunson. It's a 3-point game. And the Knicks call time here. new lineup here for New York. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Adebayo. Oubre comes in for Scotty Barnes. Moore's checked in for Ingram. And it's Wesley in for Barrett. Now here's Grimes. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Pass to Monk. The floater, and he lays it in.
Monk has a really nice feel when he should go to that floater.
The Raptors for the lead. Wesley, pass to MP. Oubre on the wing. Screen by Capella. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Coming into this, having notched away against Boston in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home. Keeping their cool and making quality shots. Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their set.
Now here's Kispert. Yet to see a basket. And it's Shepherd missing. Down low. Oubre. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And the Raptors lead by 3.
These high percentage shots can look like easy money for Kelly Oubre Jr. Cashing in inside.
Pass to Peterson. Here's Shepherd. And he's off from 17.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
And the basket by MP.
There's that versatility of MP, putting the ball on the floor and making a play. I love it.
And here's Grimes. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
He knows he can get a shot anytime he wants, but he also knows he has the green light.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Raptors. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course there are the Knicks, only a few spots below.
Well, right now for Toronto, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run. They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with 37 points, and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight. Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double it, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it like that, so sweet.
Toronto leading by 6. Here's MP. It's deflected. Here's Shepherd. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And his efforts carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was a best in general all night.
A big-time effort for Brandon. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude. Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Quentin Grimes out there with Shepherd. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Kispert. And it's Peterson in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Grimes. Fires in the triple. Grimes has got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Ingram, pass to Adebayo. 3 from Barnes. Second chance shot. And it's Ingram laying it in. And the Raptors lead by 7.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done.
Towns. And stolen by Adebayo. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes him pay at the other end.
And that's how you run a fast break, MP. Textbook transition.
Outside Grimes. Pocket 6. Towns passes to Kispert. New York needs to get off the shot here. Grimes' shot is off.
Yeah, no question about it. They're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And that one's good. Ingram.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Kispert outside. Towns left side. New York again can't hit.
Defense practically daring him to take that shot, and it worked out for him.
Three from Barnes. And Grimes pulls it down.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Kispert pass to Grimes. No good again that time. Raptors lead by 12. It's stolen. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Slowly building up steam. And one for range in the first. Makes it 2 here in the second.
Now here's MP. Give him 8. Toronto passing it around. Right side Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite 3-point threat in this league part.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for one, but I take that as the best 3-point shooter of big man in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside in.
Outside Ingram. Back to MP. Right side Barnes. Launches a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Peterson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And now just a 5-point Toronto lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Wesley. Now here's Ingram. Jacks up a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Grimes. Kispert right side. Back to Grimes. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3. Grimes has got 14 points.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
Toronto's going just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Adebayo against Towns. Adebayo, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the right side. To the middle. Adebayo with a steal. Intercepted. To Shepherd. He nails it. And we're tied.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range. And even under pressure and close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Bridges comes in for Kispert. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Shepard. Toronto also changing it up. Barrett comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Walter in for Wesley. MP outside. Pass to Walter. To win the cold spell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Walters has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brunson against MP. Here's Towns. Back to Brunson. 11 feet out. Rebound Toronto. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Back to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. Towns passes to Brunson. And he can't get that one. Oh, big D that time from Adebayo. Pass to Barrett. And here's MP. Give him 8 points now. Adebayo in the post. Anunoby covering. And you might think the toughest picks are sent by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding the shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
New York making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Oubre, he's checked in for Toronto. And he makes both free throws.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Williams, a screen on MP to the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Making sure of it. It's a man slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back over to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Reporter Bridges. Again and again. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Nice job by Towns to get in there and get aggressive.
Now MP. Give him 8 points now. Outside Barrett. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. The long range hit from MP.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense and giving up a lot of three-pointers. And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Williams, a screen on MP. And Williams punches it home.
Such good vision for Brunson. I mean, he's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
Back to Barrett. The three is up. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 8-point game. Out to Bridges. Releases from 15. Brunson misses. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And now the Knicks on the break. Outside. On the arc. That shot, no good.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Shot is good by Barrett.
I just love the ball movement.
New York has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. A foul called on MP. It's his first foul of the game. Grimes, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Toronto also making a switch. Capella, he's checked in for Adebayo. Now a timeout called by New York. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of the season, you have to stay hydrated. No, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question. His assist numbers these past 5 games look a lot different from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now here's Bridges. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Grimes. Offline with a 3.
Surprising to see him miss here. He'll be happy with that shot in those possessions. An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
Brunson against MP. Shot to stop the run. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Brunson against MP. Outside Barrett. Pass to Walter.
Good job by MP, forcing the action.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got out of the three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too. And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Moore's checked in for Barrett. And both free throws good for MP.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink it.
Brunson passes to Williams. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Bridges misses.
He's 9-5, but the results just have not been there.
MP outside. Ananobi against Oubre. Capella screen on Bridges to the paint. And there's Capella. That was good. On the assist by Walter. Walters has got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 14. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's Brunson working inside.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. See what the boys there inside.
MP with it. 13 points in the game. Here's Bridges. Brunson surveys. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Here's MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of this man. You know what he does? I mean, in the NBA, you got to have ways to score over defenders of all sides.
And so it's Toronto, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent. And they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop, they pile it on. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Raptors.
They've been methodical, dissecting the defense with their passing. This is what you mean by unselfish play, guys.
We could use some of that selflessness here in the studio. I kid, but yeah, I kid. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. MP really making a difference here.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night. Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
So for Toronto right now, Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. R.J. Barrett out there with MP. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. That free throw good from Ingram.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift. Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Back to MP. Let's go with a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 13. It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best starting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
Bridges hits them both. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Ingram on the wing. Pass to Barnes. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Brunson against MP. Puts the move on. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram, he's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Adebayo. Williams defending. Back to MP. The 3. MP staying under control there.
Good D with a better shot by MP.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. They trail by 14. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Comes up, and Adebayo slams it in.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
MP against Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Saturday, they hit the road to face the Sixers in Philadelphia. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Adebayo's gotten 4 this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Brunson finds Williams. Yeah, that one goes. Williams has got 16 points now.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Ingram on the wing. All sorts of time. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound Toronto. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Now here's Brunson. 16 points for him. To the inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Throws it down with 2 hands. No, he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Back to MP. Pass to Barrett. Takes a 3. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it's Brunson missing.
Well, it's clear he's frustrated. Just needs to slow things down a touch and let the offense come to him.
And now he goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Toronto making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. Pass to Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. Toronto passing it around. the wing, MP. He's guarded by Bridges. MP shot is off. Knicks trail by 21. Now Towns fires for three. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, you got to be careful how you guard MP because he's capable of throwing fouls just like that.
Free throw good, MP. And the Raptors making a change here. Houston's checked in. He only makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged. The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, be a part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
Now gets the bucket.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, Williams with the block. Towns passes to Brunson. Brunson is doubled. Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep it in this game.
And here's MP. 19 points in the game. And here's Ingram outside. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Ingram's got 8 points here in the quarter. Now Brunson. He's got 16. Here's Williams. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Ingram's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to MP. To the left wing. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
The Knicks making a switch here. Grimes is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Capella's checked in. Brunson with it. Pulls it. Nice form on the 20-footer. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
To the paint. Here's Houston. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And the Raptors lead by 21.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Raptors.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
MP, the pass to Houston. And here's Ingram. Anunoby covering. Screen by Capella. Inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
To the inside. Towns. Nails the baby hook. 6 points for him.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Out to the right wing. Wesley, the pass to Houston. Here's Ingram. He's got 22. The deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Ingram's got 11 points here in the second half.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
For 3, Bridges. Capella with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ingram finds MP. Back to Ingram. Fires the 3. Another possession. Another assist. ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Here's Grimes. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it. All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. Number 1, the Raptors.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Peterson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kispert comes in for Anunoby. And it's Shepard in for Mikal Bridges. MP outside. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Shepard. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. And the shot goes down. Peterson's got his second bucket on the night.
Creating a high percentage look was a good decision on that pass.
Ingram, the pass to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Ingram. Pass to MP. And again, Toronto, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Good on the shot. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
1:25 left in the third. Outside Ingram. Pass to Wesley. MP inside. The 3 is up. Kispert with some nice team. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Comes up empty down low. Raptors lead by 23. Here's Wesley. Brunson defending. Here's Houston. Toronto passing it around. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Malik Monk's checked in for Brunson. Toronto also changing it up. Oubre, he's checked in for Capella. Moore comes in for Houston. And it's Walter in for Wesley. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Shepard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Grimes, the pass to Monk. Here's the pick. There's the triple. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to Moore. MP looking around. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
Man, can we discuss the great work he's done at the line tonight?
Been tremendous, I mean, both in terms of getting to the stripe and then knocking him down once he's there. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
The foul called on MP. For New York, Jalen Brunson comes in for Monk. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you gotta take that into account.
They've got Shepard, Quentin Grimes out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. It's Grimes on the wing, covered by Ingram. Grimes' shot is off. Raptors lead by 23. Down low. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own. That's 4 fouls for him tonight. He needs to pick his battles wisely going forward.
Jalen Brunson.
He makes a first. Oh, Knicks! Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
Brunson passes to Towns. Brunson against MP. Right side Brunson. Ananobi on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. New York again can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Barnes. MP up top. You know, it seems like there's much more competition at the big man spot than there used to be.
I think a lot of that is due to the way players are developed now, particularly the big guys. They come in now expected to handle the ball and shoot, and they've watched a number of their predecessors do that in the last couple of decades. Teams now want to have 4 or more shooters on the floor to put great pressure on the opposing defense. So where there used to be 2 spots available for big guys, now they're fighting over 1 spot.
Now here's MP. Outside Ingram. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I know. He usually makes you pay from that range.
Stolen by MP. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Big time defense from Town.
MP outside. Pass to Ingram. Takes the 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. MP against Brunson. It's Williams, high post. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Williams has got 22. It's Barrett on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, stop it in there. Jabbed it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. That one on Barnes.
First personal foul.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Outside Ingram. Back to MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, this team needs to keep getting the rock to MP. He's been feeling it all night.
And here's Brunson. And a foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
With full personals now, he'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
Brunson passes to Towns. Ananobi for 3.
Well, the long limbs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his length and his hustle. He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And New York has possession. Now Brunson. The 3 ball. They get it back. From outside the arc. Drains the triple. Brunson's got 28 points for the game.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Right side Ingram. Outside Barnes. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA is very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Outside Ingram. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth. Just 4 to shoot.
Jalen Brunson. Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. MP at the line. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for MP. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. We've seen it on certain nights, Clark. Mark Williams just owning the backboard.